Okay, I just grabbed a ruler. I don't know if you can see the three dots right there. I took a little knife and I marked in 3 little dash marks. That's 0, 0.5, and 1 centimeter. So it's going to be halfway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, let's see here, I'm going to put this ruler, insert it like this, insert it behind, and then I'm going to line it up with the belt, the marking right there, and then I'm going to push with this extension piece. I'm just going to push right in the center, just like that. And I'm going to measure the deflection. And that's how you measure the deflection. Now that belt's perfect. It's 0.5, so that's pretty accurate. So I'm going to stop there. And when you do that, it's kind of tricky because you got to pull this pump forward and then tighten the screw, and then take your ruler and measure the deflection. So that's how you do the deflection of that belt. I measured this bolt, the inside diameter, it's M10 metric. So we're going to go 28 foot-pounds. That's the minimum, because if you look at the metal, see this metal here? That's solid steel, and then it's connected to the aluminum engine. So this bolt might be a little less torque, but because it's in solid steel, this could be 28 foot-pounds to be safe. So 28 foot-pounds for this bolt. Torque it till it goes click. This bolt here, you're going to adjust it clockwise to increase tension. And let's go into here and show you how the belt's put on here. How the belt's put on is, this is the compressor right here. It goes around the compressor, and on the second, see this is a harmonic balancer, it goes on the inside of the belt, and it goes right over the pulley like this. Looking at this, the bolt doesn't have a torque spec on the Hyundai website, but it is an M10. It's 10 millimeters measured from the bolt thickness, and in cast aluminum, the Haynes manual says between 28 and 40 pounds of torque. These specs are for aluminum, off the Hyundai website, and the M10 says between 18 and 22 for bolt 4, and between 22 and 36 for bolt 7. So we're going to take the average out of those. Okay, so remember I mentioned this angled wrench here. You're going to get one of those, put on the bolt, 12 millimeter. And as that's going, you're going to put your finger up here, check the deflection, and it doesn't turn any more than 90 degrees. That's the proper tension for that belt. So then once you've done that, you're going to find your trusty old, where's the socket? This one here is 14 millimeter, and like I said, you're going to torque that bolt. I'd say 26 foot-pounds to be safe. It says 22 in the manual, but then it says 28 in the other manual, so I'm just going to go with 26. Because there is, I don't understand why Hyundai didn't put it on their Hyundai service website, but it's not listed on their website. It just says to tighten that bolt. All that bolt does is hold this cap, which holds this pulley from coming out. So that's all the purpose of this bolt is. So 26 foot-pounds, put your torque wrench on there, 26, and you're done. And that belt is done. It's around there, around the harmonic balancer on the inside track, and that tension is more than 90 degrees. So there you go. You don't want to do it any tighter because you could damage your pulleys and wear out the bearings if you put that belt on too tight. So That's how you do the AC belt. And now we're going to go do the alternator belt, which is next. As you can see, this is the belt right here. Goes around the harmonic balancer pulley and over the alternator. Now we're going to tension this belt. Let's see here. Okay, I believe the tension on that belt is going to be the same, no more than 90% turn when you turn it with your fingers. Or if you want the actual spec, let's take a look here. I'll actually give you the actual spec of the alternator. Let's take a look here. There you go, deflection. Used belt between 4.2 and 4.7 millimeter, and a new belt 3.3 to 3.7 millimeter. Difference between new and old is 5 minutes of running time. So once you run the belt for 5 minutes, it's considered a used belt. So that's why you want to check your tension on your belts after 5 minutes, because they will adjust, especially if you put a new belt on. Okay, so we got the ratchet on that adjustment bolt. I just took a half-inch extension pieces here. This is for I'm using it for my timing belt. But we're gonna insert it right through there, and then you look down below, and you'll see right where it touches the belt. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that right there. And it's going to be in the middle. You're just going to want to press down on that belt. Now the deflection is about 4.5 millimeters. That looks about right. So just to double check it, we're going to go under the car. And here's the alternator. Here's the belt. Just going to take it. Just going to turn it. And it should turn no more than 90 degrees. It's just a little less than 90. And that's the proper tension for the alternator belt. So now we're going to, once we're done that, we're going to find the, oh gosh, it's hard to see down here. There you go. Tighten that bolt, 18 foot-pounds, and then we're going to tighten the bolt underneath at 18 foot-pounds, and then we're going to put back the power steering pump, and we're going to connect, don't forget to connect the power steering pump adapter, and let's see here. There's the fan adapter. Plug those back in. And then we're going to put on our dust cover, which is right here, which goes right here when we removed it at the beginning of the video. And then we're going to put our tire on. And these are 80 foot-pounds, like covered in the other videos. And you're going to torque here to here, here to here. And then we're going to remove the jack stands. And then we're going to, and that pretty much does it. So there you go. There's a 2009 Hyundai Accent belt change. AC belt, alternator belt, and power steering belt. So like I said, you're going to want to run the car for 5 minutes, shut it off, and recheck all these tensions on all these belts. And usually the 90% rule works. When you turn the belt, it doesn't go any more than 90%. That's the proper tension. This one here, you can't do 90%, you have to do it by 5.5 millimeter. So just pick a point on the cover there and push it in and measure the distance between that and your marking. This belt doesn't turn 90 degrees, but the other two do. So, and I gotta, like I said, I'm gonna have to order the part for the air conditioner compressor, the pulley. The bearing inside has gone bad, so I'm gonna have to take that apart. I wonder if I could design a special tool to hold that, because it requires a special Hyundai tool to get to it. and I don't have that tool. So but once I take that off, the pulley comes off, and then you can get to the compressor clutch and the bearing, and then it doesn't seem too hard, the diagrams, to do it. I looked it up online. So, but I'm sure if I got somebody else to do it, it'd be hundreds of dollars. So, but I think the part's like $90. So I'll have to find time to do that, and I'll make a video on that too when I fix that. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and look forward to other videos. You're gonna need to do this this whole thing when you do timing belt. And then, like I said before, you're gonna remove those 4 bolts. Take these 2 pulleys off before you remove that belt, and then you're going to remove all these bolts, and then you're going to remove this bolt here and take this harmonic balancer off, top and bottom timing belt covers, and you can get at the belt there. So, but like I said, when I get to that, I don't have to do that till 90,000 kilometers. This car's at 81 I think, so when it gets to 90, I'll make a video on that. So look forward to that. And like I said, I thought I'd show you this video here. I did my belts a while back, but I just started putting videos up on YouTube like within the year. So because I wanted to check the AC compressor, I had to take the belts off. Thought I'd make a video for you guys. So next year, gotta do spark plugs. Show you how to do those. And the transmission filter and fluid replacement. So I'll make a video on that as well. So, oh, and another thing too, once you're done putting this all together, don't forget to put the negative terminal back on the battery. I just put this here so this wouldn't ground off and I would get a short. So put that back on there, tighten her up, start her up, and you're good to go. So thank you for watching the video, and hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night.